Good to get a full training week behind us, to be honest. So no interruptions, no midweek fixtures, no reserve fixtures, which really helps get a bit of detail into the players. I feel as if this is probably the first proper week for about 5-6 weeks, because we had a lot of reserve fixtures, and obviously the midweek game that you've been able to spend a wee bit of time on the opponent, put a lot more detail into the training week. Probably not so much as in the last couple of weeks, because all you're preparing for and all you're thinking about is the next game. So, but after the game on Saturday, you then start processing the next game and how the training week's going to look, how the training loads are going to look, and it gave us a good opportunity to get a good week training behind us, get some detail into the players. I've had a wee chance to look back on it. I could see why St Johnstone are probably a wee bit aggrieved, but I do think there's contact. I don't think Joel's going anywhere. I think the defender doesn't need to be as close for the contact. I do think there's a shove, and see when you're running at the tempo that Joel was running at, I think it's quite easy. So I'm not trying to sugarcoat it. Joel says there's also a touch on Joel's right heel, so I don't know if he brushes the player with the contact, which then takes the momentum Joel's built. So I can see why it's given, but I can also see why probably Stevie's probably a wee bit aggrieved also. But what I would say if I was looking at that was, why is my defender getting so tight to the opposition player when I think most days can see the ball's going out of play. I think Stuart Kettlewell's done an extremely good job since he's been in. I think Motherwell's structure, stability, continuity is very, very good. They've got a defined shape on and off the ball. You can clearly see that in most games. I think it's going to be a really difficult game of football. I think he's out with the old firm. He's probably got the best run of form since he took over. So I'm under no illusions how hard the game's going to be. It's going to be a difficult game of football. And to get anything from the game, you're going to have to be at our best. Yeah, you can look at the positives, but I'm probably much more aligned to the thinking of I'm not really too bored about what's been on previously. I'm just focusing on the next game. It's going to be a difficult game of football. I think it's going to be a really difficult league this year. I think there's going to be 8, maybe 9, potentially 10 years all scrapping away here for points, and the shift in the table is going to be really evident throughout the season. I don't think there's anybody getting ostracised at this point in time. I think most teams are more than capable of picking points up against anyone else. So I don't really look at the positive in terms of we've only been beat from the old firm, because we've been beat. I probably just strip it back and look at the next opponent, and that's Motherwell, and that's kind of how I want to manage. That's how I like to manage. So historically, I'm not really patting ourselves in the back saying, well, it's only the old firm it's beat us. We've been beat. I've just probably more put my energy and my time and my focus on how we try and get points on Saturday. I generally don't really pay too much attention to it. My pals will send me screenshots and stuff like that, but I generally don't pay too much attention to it. I think I've been very vocal in the past. Robert's now stepped down as the chairman. It used to be Robert and John. It's now Dave and John. Until the day that Dave and John tell me, I will never leave Livingston off my own back. I don't care what jobs I'm linked with or whatever. Livingston's changed my life, and I think I've been very vocal on that. Till the day comes that Dave and John chat my door or tell me to come into a meeting and say, look, we've had an offer for you, we think you should move on, or listen, Dave, we don't think it's working out, we need a new fresh impetus in the building, I'll be at Livingston. So it doesn't matter who I get linked with or attracted to. My future will be decided by the people at Livingston Football Club, and not by David Martindale. Mick's back. Mick's got a wee chance of making the team, but it's balancing that, offsetting that with potentially giving them an extra week with the international break. Christian Montano's been back running, he's doing well. Nottingham's back, he's on the grass running, and there's some niggles and knocks, but nothing that I want to tell you about, if I'm honest.